Dr. Larry Burk is one of the co-founders of Duke Integrative Medicine, is on the staff for Duke Hospital's radiology department, and is also heading up a new study involving dreams and breast cancer. Somehow along the way, you have managed to also co-author a book, Dreams That Can Save Your Life.
Dr. Larry Burk is one of the authors, along with Kathleen O'Keefe-Canavas. Dr. Burk actually did some of the research, just to let you know, on precognitive dreams and their diagnostic power.
The author of this book, Dreams That Can Save Your Life.
How did it come to you that people were dreaming they had cancer and then being diagnosed with it?
Well, I'm a mainstream MRI expert. My first research was on MRI of professional baseball players with the Philadelphia Phillies 30 years ago. And the radiologist goes, well, I wouldn't even know where to put the ultrasound on your breast. Where? You know, she says, how about right here? And that's where she saw it in the dream. And the dream was of her on an operating room table with a woman surgeon operating on her breast at that location. So the radiologist put the ultrasound very skeptically on there and like, oh, there's a cancer. How did you know it was there? And she said, it's a dream. Those three stories sent me off on a research quest, and I surveyed 18 women around the world to find out what their dreams were like, and sure enough, half of their stories were in the book. Sometimes it's very direct. You've got cancer, the words are actually used in the dream.
Wow.
Other times, it's just the most intense, vivid dream people ever had, and there's a sense of dread or threat. Sometimes there's even a contact with the breast with their hand in the dream, or some sort of guide who appears in the dream. Often a doctor in a white coat, and points right to where it is. And yeah, so those are some of the typical characteristics we found in the first research study. We're just starting another research study at Duke to find out how many women actually have these dreams. So we're just doing a simple survey of women who are coming in for a breast biopsy and find out, did you have a dream? That's all we want to know right now. More research will be needed. We think that's part of it, that there is some subconscious mechanism that gets translated into a brain, into your brain, into a message in your dream. And the famous actor Mark Ruffalo had a dream like this in 2001, but he had about a brain tumor. And he went in, they did the CAT scan because he told the doctor, and he had a benign brain tumor right at the beginning of his career. And he was fortunate that he caught it then, before it got worse.
What do you hope people will take from this book? And two-part, moving forward with your research, what do you hope comes from it?
Yeah, I'd like to see dreams come back to have a role in medicine. Of course, the symbol of modern medicine is the snake around the rod, which is the Asclepian Greek dream temples, where people went for dream healing. So in our culture, it's a lost art. We could bring it back just by starting to keep dream diaries and share it with your family around the breakfast table. That's the coolest thing of all.
Doctor, thank you so much for coming in and speaking with us. Fascinating.
Thanks for having me.